What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the My Crypto Journey live stream here for an evening stream. And Luna is moving. So I'm doing this now. I actually did it yesterday, but I think it's the best way for people to go about staying in this project. What's up, Miss NFT Queen? First in the chat. Number one in our hearts, baby. Let's go. Got my little din here, my little slop. Something is a cooking. MBK 201, Wrath Bones, welcome. Go ahead and do me a favor and hit that like button on the way in. That'd be much appreciated. What's up, DJ? Cool guy to know. Hey, Jay. We got Juan and BK. What's up, babies? Let me finish this food real quick. But something is cooking. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to migrate everything to the Terra Station wallet. And I think this is a good way for everyone to go about Terra from here on out. It's good to be in their wallet, be in their ecosystem, because you have so many more options when it comes to dealing with your Luna. Stake it, governance, they have the little NFT wallet thing, but mostly for governance and staking. So you can have a say on what goes on in the future. Because here's the thing, guys. Now that we're in Terra Luna right now, you got to think about the future. This has a chance to be a blue chip cryptocurrency project. Can Do Kwon reinstill investor confidence? I had to miss that NFT Queen. I had to. Yeah, how to get on my game. What's up, Bree? I hope this answers your question, Bree. I am. What's up? Any day now, gang. Let's see if there's any actual news, but I don't think there is. I think it's just moving. Keep in mind, a lot of people are saying this is exit liquidity. Thank you so much. DJ for the sweet shout out. Don't be a simp, DJ. DM me your ETH address. I'll be sending you something. Hey, nice. Dude, he has a lot of like NFTs to give away. I know exactly what he's giving away. So not much going on here, but not much going on really with the news. It's just pumping. It's just pumping, baby. It's just moving. But what I'm doing is I'm making sure that I have all my tokens and all my coins, whatever, in the Terra Station wallet. Of course, they're coins because they're on their own blockchain. You know? So not much right now, but at the all-time high, this is about $3 million. Oh. Well, way more, obviously, right? Because this is actually Luna, not UST. So, no, there's not a lot of burns going on, Wrathbones. There's not a lot of burns going on. Let's be honest now. There's not a lot of burns going on. What's up, Legal Alien? What's up, babies? What's up? We're gonna get a little stream in tonight. Nice little stream in. Just hang out for a little bit. Talk about this project, but there's not really much to talk about, to be honest. You know, if we're keeping it a buck, there ain't really much to talk about. So a lot of the news I've been kind of reading about this project, obviously we know that they're not doing a hard fork, they're just migrating to a whole new blockchain altogether, which does create a problem for Luna Classic because that means none of the protocols and developers will be working on this in this ecosystem anymore. So I would say so, DJ Cool Guy. I can't imagine them launching it. So, good question, Roddy. So, basically, if we want to buy new Luna, we should expect for it to be available on Terra's portal only, right? At least to start with. Absolutely. I can't imagine it's going to launch everywhere simultaneously. I don't know. It could ape coin us, right? What's up, Sinue? How you doing? Luna hit $1 after the new proposal. Execute. Good luck, Luna coin holders, Terra Luna lunatics. Thanks, Dreamers people, but they're going to need to really, really cut down the supply. And I think you just get airdrop. This with the snapshot, you just get airdrop, Shieldbuster. I think you're right any day now. I think you're right. But it's good to sit here in some hopium rooms, right, and talk about it. Nothing is burning. Yeah, nothing's really burning, right? What's up, Crix? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Make sure to clickety-clack that like button on the way in. Clickety-clack that like button, baby. Push us up in the old algae. Yeah, it looks like it could be a last-minute liquidity grab, right? So we have to also be wary of that whole scenario. Which is that's probably it, right? I'm hoping that people can make some money out of this, but it ain't likely, right? It ain't really likely. So the question was, so are you saying that only to buy new Luna to hold old Luna you get airdrop? I think so, right off the get-go, right? I need hopium. Give it to me. Give it to me. Well, you're getting it. Well, you're getting it. Getting some hopium right now. 6 trillion tokens is nothing compared to Shiba Inu, the other Doge coin. So Terra Luna will hit $1 easily. Yeah, but if it were to magically go to $1 right now, the market cap would be $6 trillion. So that wouldn't make any sense because the entire cryptocurrency market's $1.3 trillion. So there's no way it's going to be worth 5 times the current cryptocurrency market, like out of nowhere. It's going to take a lot of burn, a lot of time. So, I mean, that's just logical. It makes sense, right? I mean, that's not what anybody wants to hear, but that's just the most logical. You know what I'm saying? How do I move my Luna BNB from Trust Wallet to Terra Station? Yeah, you do it like this. I'll show you right now. All right. Let me show you how to do that. Let me see. Bridge website. What you want to do, I'll put a link to all this stuff in the description down below. Give me a second. I'll go ahead and link it right now. Give me 1 segundo on this. Make sure to clickety-clack that like button, baby. Push this up in the old algorithm. Give me 1 second, and I'll go ahead and link all that stuff in the description down below. Maybe the wallet website. So get the wallet first. You get the bridge website. Now, of course, you can get different blockchains on your MetaMask wallet, but don't worry about that right now. I would make sure to get the Terra Station wallet. You want to go to the bridge website, it's in the description of this video. It's labeled bridge website. And what you're going to do once you get here to this bridge website, you're going to go ahead and connect your Trust wallet. So when it says connect wallet, just go to wallet connect. It should be able to connect you to your Trust wallet. And then once you're connected, your Trust wallet's connected, you're going to pick BSC. So once your wallet's connected, and then you're going to click Terra. So Terra is connected. Then you're going to pick your asset, which is going to be Luna, right? Because it's coming from the Binance Smart Chain. And once you get the Terra Station wallet, which is also in the description of this video, you're going to take your wallet address. You're going to copy that wallet address. You're going to put it down here to destination address, paste that, and then do your transaction after you connect your wallet, and then it'll convert it from I think it's called, what is it, Luna wormhole or some shit like that, and it's going to bring it over to the Terra chain. And so you'll have it on the Terra wallet, which is cool because you can vote in their governance, you could stake it, which if you believe in this product long term, you want to stake it, right? Get your airdrops here. So, yeah. No, the new Luna is not going to make you rich. The circulation is going to be down, but you're going to be getting significantly less. If it hits $1, I'll introduce my wife to my girlfriend. Ew. You're welcome, Juan. You're welcome. You're welcome, Juan. Let's see. Uh, there will be where there'll be new tokens be airdropped. It'll be airdropped in your wallet. What's up, David Gantz? How you doing, bro? What's up, David? How you doing? Hope everybody's doing all right. BlockFi gaming token. I don't know much about it. What's up, Dora? Luna to the moon. Make sure you clickety clack that like button, baby. Let's send it. Let's send it. Give me your powers. I don't know much about it. Let's go on the BNB chain. Wow, so fast. Look at that speed. There it is. Do you have Trust Wallet? Yeah, that should be fine. It should be able to connect with Wallet Connect. You might have to scan a QR code or something like that, right? So from the Terra station, I got swapped to UST to cash out. I suppose you can, and then set it to an exchange that's supported though. You have to make sure it's supported on an exchange, and then you could cash out from there. But UST used to be like the stable coin you could put it in, so it'd be like have an actual dollar amount, but that's not the case anymore, right? And if it hits $10, you will introduce. Yeah, right. Clickety clack that like button. Thank you so much. Push us up in the old algae. And Trust Wallet's fine. Trust Wallet's fine. I think Binance owns it, right? So Binance owns Trust Wallet. So it should be good everywhere. I don't have Trust Wallet. I don't use it, but a lot of people like it. Don't you know? Pump it. What's up, Dano Crypto? How you doing? Pump it up, baby. Pump it up. Let's see if Watcher Guru has anything for us. If something came out like Watcher Guru, definitely knows what's up. What's up, Slim Cheeses? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Man, BNB at a $55 billion market cap. Dominance. 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 Oh. Justin, Swiss Bank has enabled deposits and withdrawals in Tether. You okay? Send it. What's up, Awesome? Sweet recap with Terrarium. That was a sweet recap. I wonder what the safeguards are going to be. So South Korea is introducing safeguards now to prevent another downfall similar to Luna. What are those safeguards? It says to prevent a similar catastrophic fall like Luna, South Korea financial authorities are taking tighter measures. The measures to introduce legal safeguards amidst Luna downfall were published by the Korean Times new publication. The news report states that the financial authorities of the government are planning to bring more legal safeguards to the crypto industry. The measures will strengthen the supervision around exchanges to prevent a similar incident like the collapse of the Terra ecosystem that includes UST and Luna. So here's the wake-up call. We need to make exchanges play their proper role, and towards that end, it is crucial for watchdogs to supervise them thoroughly. When exchanges violate rules, they should be held legally responsible to ensure that the market functions well without any troubles. So what's up with the exchanges? What's the deal with that? The two-day meeting, which concluded on Tuesday, was intended to examine remedies to the current financial meltdown involving the two cryptocurrencies. Their precipitous drop of the once promising coin is thought to have affected over 200, yeah, that's true, 280,000 Korean investors. Geez. Since the crypto industry is not regulated and not controlled by any watchdog, the necessity of an urgent framework and regulation is the need of the hour. What's CDC? What's CDC, D-Stu? Thank you, bro. First question on Twitter by a subscriber after the video. So is Terrarium the new token? Yeah. I could see the confusion there. I remember when I was typing Terra into the because that's their ticker, right? Into coin market cap, Terrarium, or excuse me, Terra Luna would pop up. Except it's with one R, right? Oh, crypto.com. You can, yeah. I would do that. But you got to make sure you know what blockchain it's on. I'm not sure how many different Lunas or that any Lunas that crypto.com supports. I don't know. Pop it up, pack it in. Let me begin. Oh, monkeypox. That's crazy, right? Dora wants to pump it. Crush that like button, baby. Yeah, it's moving in the 18s. I don't know why, but it's moving. It's schmamming right now. What's up, Slays? This could just be a liquidity grab, though. So 3 more days. 3 more days, man. We'll see what happens. I just wonder if Do Kwon can keep the investor confidence. That's going to be tough. A lot of people were let down, you know? A lot of people were let down. Listen, Rodney is looking for a car. How'd you know that? How'd you know I was looking for a car? Who told you? Well, Anchor Protocol is supporting. Oh, okay. Interesting. But see, I wonder if Do Kwon's going to come out with some sort of a stablecoin again. Just about 5 milli because that at the lowest it hit looking pretty good. Nice. What's up, Bio Brawley? How you doing? It's all a gamble at this point, right? So be careful. You know things. What's up, ASMR fan? Jake's got the doggo on. Jake has the cutest doggo. Yeah, it'll be called Doe. So I just did all my Luna on Terra Station today. Is there anything to do now? Now we wait. Yeah, definitely a lotto ticket. Definitely a lotto ticket. Now we wait. Doodoo coin. We got Austin a fan in the house and legal. Let's go, baby. Who the fuck would trust the question of the hour, right? That is the question. Now you watch it slowly bleed out. That is the question. Who the fuck is gonna trust? That's the issue, right? That was the issue. Let's watch this. Let's watch this video from Coin Bureau. Very, very good. I like this. It's a little dated right now because of things that have come out, but let's watch this. Coin Bureau. Who the fuck? Which is the question of the hour. Let's see. Where's it at? Here it is. That's fucking hilarious.
We saw what was once believed to be one of the most promising crypto projects.
All right, Terra's future.
Talk a bit about Terra's future, which is currently uncertain.
Check this out.
The latest news is that Terra is probably going to fork, with the old Terra chain being known as Terra Classic, and the new Terra chain retaining the original name, but with no algorithmic stablecoins. Terra co-founder Do Kwon is behind this recovery plan, and he noted on Twitter that a snapshot of Terra's current blockchain will be taken next Friday, the 27th of May, and those with Luna and UST in their wallets at that time will receive a portion of Luna's new supply.
Okay, that's why the 27th is so important. All right.
If I understand correctly, the initial supply of new Luna will be the same as the initial supply of old Luna, which is 1 billion, and it will be distributed as follows: 25% to the community pool, 35% to holders of Luna prior to Terra's collapse, 10% to the holders of AUST prior to Terra's collapse, and you'll recall AUST is the token receipt you get when you deposit UST into the Anchor protocol, 10% to holders of Luna after Terra's collapse, and 20% to UST holders after Terra's collapse. I'll leave a link to the details in the description that describe the exact vesting schedule and all of that fun stuff. Kwon's Terra fork proposal is currently being voted on, and so far it looks like it's likely to pass. Even if it doesn't pass, a Terra fork of some kind is the most likely outcome, and that's for one simple reason: exit liquidity.
Exit liquidity. Listen to that again.
Even if it doesn't pass, a Terra fork of some kind is the most likely outcome, and that's for one simple reason: exit liquidity. As you can imagine, everyone who was close to Terra when it exploded is desperate to get their money back, and forking Terra's blockchain is probably their best bet to that end, even
Or starting a new blockchain.
if it's not ideal by any stretch. Not only that, but our source in the Terra community told us that most of the projects building on Terra were actually staking their treasuries on the Anchor protocol to get more money for development.
So if the projects that were working in the ecosystem were staking their token or their Terra, in the Anchor protocol, it's like, it's like, well, shit. Now what do? We got to get our money back, right? So
means that most of Terra's projects are unlikely to go anywhere for the time being, simply because they are waiting in line to get their scraps from the new Terra blockchain too. If you're wondering why most of Terra's projects don't start building on other blockchains in the interim, the answer is apparently Kwon himself. Do was famous for being bombastic, to put it mildly. He frequently ragged on other crypto projects he saw as competitors and routinely shot down Terra's.
By my hand, Dai will die. Is Dai still doing well? I think Dai is still doing. Shit. I think Dai's still $1, isn't it? Is oh no. No, Dai's killing it. Well, this is like 4 or 5 days ago, Azim.
Critics, even when they clearly had a point. While Do's powerful personality made Terra a powerful project, it also made him many enemies, and it's even possible that one of them was behind the attack on Terra's Curve Finance migration. Moreover, the consensus in the Terra community seems to be that Do Kwon's godlike position in the project's ecosystem clouded his judgment on more than one occasion, and there's certainly a discussion to be had there. Never mind that whole thing about his involvement in Basis Cash. The bigger problem is Do's continued affiliation with Terra, specifically his involvement in the creation of Terra's new blockchain, and the fact that it's guaranteed to alienate VCs, angel investors, and rational retail investors who aren't fans of Do, and that list seems to be growing by the day. The real tragedy is that it looks like Terra's developers, projects, and communities will have to keep following his footsteps regardless of where they lead, because it's the only hope they really have at getting some of their money back. If and when they do, I suspect that the Cosmos ecosystem will see an explosion in growth and development, because at the end of the day, there's no denying that Terra had some of the best developers and easily one of the best communities in crypto, and they will succeed where Terra failed. And that's all for today's video about what happened to Terra. If you feel others need to see it, take a second to share it. If you enjoyed it, take a second to like it.
So that's the breakdown, right? Of course, it's a little dated because we got some stuff. We got some more news. So it's a realistic perspective on what the situation is right now. Well, new blockchain. I mean, still like, what does that mean for Terra Classic? I just think the biggest issue is the trust. Like, who's going to trust Do going forward, right? Which I think is the main issue is like, how is he going to get investor confidence? And literally, like UST, or excuse me, the Terra Luna was built because of the stablecoin. So now what? We're just going to start it without the stablecoin. What are my thoughts on my price prediction for Luna? this month. This one, classic Drake. I think it could hit the mid twos again, but I wouldn't hold my breath. I wouldn't hold my breath. I wouldn't hold my breath on that, right? So just keep in mind that, guys. It's always a risk with this stuff, right? But this guy's pretty funny. Check this out. Check this out. This is pretty funny. You guys ever watch this guy, Lord Wojak? He's pretty funny sometimes. Oh, it's not the right one. Oh, it's not the right one. Um, oh shit, Luna wrecked. I watch so much fucking cryptocurrency content. It's like stupid. It's like actually stupid. Jesus Christ, there is so much Terra Luna content right now. Holy fuck. Damn. A lot of these videos are pretty dated. A lot of these videos are pretty dated. Why does this guy looks like he supports Saitama and Volt? If you don't watch the Coin Bureau, I definitely recommend it. It's like all the cryptocurrency news. It's kind of boring if you're just in the meme coins, but I would suggest just trying to get through it. You know. I would just try to get through it. You know, just try to get through it. I would definitely do that. Let's see, did Brian Jung make anything? I don't think he has. Rodney, if we get the new Luna tokens, can we sell the whole bag? I heard 70% of your tokens can be. Yeah, yeah. No, you can't. You can't sell your whole bag. Yeah, you can't sell your whole bag. You should not sell your whole bag. Fear ingredient is at 11. Thank you, Daquan. Daquan. Thank you, Daquan. If I have troubles falling asleep, I just watch it. Well, he has a ton of views, but yeah. I mean, he has 2.5 million followers, so you should hear my accent. You got a crazy accent. A Daquan. A Daquan. Daquan. Are the Warriors going to sweep the Mavericks tonight? I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. I try to find that video for you guys. Let's see. Go through my video history, which is always dangerous live on chat, live on YouTube. Going through my history. I've been getting mega into working out supplements lately. Really, really big into them. This is this is when I was watching.
I never tried before.
It's funny.
Have you looked at the market, bro? Everything is plunging. It's the biggest dump I have seen so far. All the crypto are deep red and losing over double digits. It's crazy. The market fear is at an all-time high. This means that I'm not going to invest any funds for now because it's too dangerous. We need to be very careful and wait for the storm to be over, guys. It's for safety reasons. What's up, Zuma? What's going on?
Dude, have you seen this market crash? It's fucking crazy. I can't believe it. Solana lost like 25% and Bitcoin 15%. So many people are losing money right now. But I have a strategy, man. We are going to think smarter than the crowd.
And what is your strategy? Everything is down, so I don't understand how you could profit from that.
Bro, it's really simple. We do not have to be mathematicians to make money. Here is what I did. I converted all my money into UST, the Terra Luna stablecoin. I started earning profits while staking them. I get up to 20% interest rate.
I agree, that's madly. I want to do the same, bro. But
No.
is it safe to invest in stable coins? I never tried before.
Bro, are you dumb? It's a stablecoin. It's literally written in the name. There is no need to do researches since it's following the US dollar. It's why this strategy is so popular. You get money while your investments are safe.
Okay, bro. You did convince me. I'm going to do the same. I will put my last $3,000 into it and stake them. Terra Luna to the moon and beyond.
Exactly, bro. No one can stop us, and the mad babies can kiss my middle finger real quick. See you. Bye.
This has to be in another language.
Have you heard this? I'm going to grab myself a huge bag of UST and stake them as soon as possible. Let's go on Pampit Swap. I'm going to swap for 3 grand. This is all the money I have. Let's be safe and
UST.
smart. It's the best solution, guys. Sometimes we need to accept that things are not going our way and go for the zero risk option, which is investing in stablecoin like Zoomer explained. There are no magic paths to wealth, guys. It's a matter of risk management. Okay, let's go take a walk. I need some fresh air right now. See you soon.
No.
Fuck, dude.
Okay, let's refresh our portfolio and start to stake the tokens.
Yes. Oh, shit. It's not too bad. That has 150,000. Can you fucking believe that? Oh, thank you so much for the $10 donation. Diversified Crypto, Lotto Group House in the house. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you so much, Diversified Crypto. I appreciate you. Let's watch some Grant Stevens too. Wait, this is on May 20th. This is 4 days ago, though. I love this guy. What's going on in the chat? What's going on in the chat? Something going on in the chat? Why are people sad? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lane Newsom. I listened a little bit about it, but when it comes to those, I just try to stay away from that, man. That shit makes me so mad. It's so crazy that people would go, and I think it was a young guy, right? Go hurt a bunch of children. I'm so sorry to hear that, Lane Newsom. Here in the chat, we are sorry for your loss. And for your, obviously, I know your friends are hurting. I'm sorry about that. It doesn't make any sense. Senseless, No, okay. That's on the Ethereum blockchain. Okay. So let's see what Graham Stevens has to say.
Talk about Terra Luna. Terra Luna crash? What happened with Terra?
Any of you guys watch Graham Stevens?
Luna. All right, guys, I was out of town this last weekend getting beat up by Michael Reeves. But now that I'm back in my office, let's talk about the collapse of Terra Luna. Because I have to say, this was the most catastrophic, large-scale event in cryptocurrency that I have ever witnessed. And it sets the dangerous precedent that nothing you buy is safe. No, really, Bitcoin just witnessed the 7th straight week of losses for the first time ever in history. Investors have slowed...
That's crazy, right? That's crazy. That's crazy. First time in history. Maximum fear.
Only begun to lose their faith in stablecoins, as several have depegged from the $1 value. And now there's the concern that things are about to get a lot worse. The fact is, the more I've looked into this and the deeper down the rabbit hole I've researched, the more concerning the trend becomes. And there are some serious implications for the entire cryptocurrency market that everybody should be made aware of. Because I promise, this affects a lot more than meets the eye. So let's talk about the Terra Luna crash, what's going on, how much worse this could get, and what this means for all of us as investors. Because I have to say, there is so much FUD being spread on YouTube right now based on random theories and baseless claims with no merit whatsoever.
And of course, we saw those claims come out about Citadel and those sorts of things, right? So, Lane, hopefully we can give you a little bit of entertainment tonight and, make you feel a little better. So I'm sorry about that. Just hang out with us. We'll make you feel good.
But But before we start, if you appreciate information like this, it would mean a lot to me if you tear that like button apart and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm, since
Tear
it
that
helps me out tremendously.
This
So
nigga
thank you guys so
wild.
much for doing that, and also big thank you to Masterworks for sponsoring this video, but more on that later. First, we need to talk about what Terra Luna actually is and its impact throughout the entire cryptocurrency market. So to do that, we got to break down the anatomy of a stablecoin. In this case, a stablecoin is simply a cryptocurrency whose value is pegged 1-to-1 to the US dollar. So it's no different than you giving me $1 and me giving you back a virtual token redeemable for $1 of US currency. In fact, it's very similar to the creation of physical money that we use day to day, which was originally created to facilitate transactions that could later be redeemed in gold. The more you know. Anyway, stablecoins play a fairly important role within the entire cryptocurrency ecosystem because they allow you to store your money in a way that's stable, easily transferable, and bridges the gap between your everyday money and your gambling money. I mean, your digital holdings. No, but
Everybody always roasts the cryptocurrency market like we're just gambling, which, I mean, maybe a little bit, maybe a little gambling going on there. You know what I'm saying?
But in all seriousness, stablecoins provide a great way for you to store your assets online without the volatility and with the assurance that your money's not going to fluctuate plus or minus 20% in an hour because Elon Musk decides to post a tweet. So how does it work? Well, first we have a stablecoin that's backed by the US dollar, or more appropriately put, by cash equivalents. This could mean that you give them $1, they give you back a $1 stablecoin, and then they're free to lend out your money while holding an IOU as a reserve. This way, there's always some type of backing that could be directly redeemed for a US dollar, the value should remain fairly stable, and even though there are some serious concerns that I'll address a little later, for the most part, it's fairly straightforward. But second, we got another type of stablecoin, based on an algorithm. How could that go wrong? Well, in this case, instead of being backed by reserves in a bank account, an algorithmic stablecoin regulates its price by trading between two coins. One whose value could fluctuate day by day depending on supply and demand, and the other which gets bought and sold in proportion to how far away it is from a dollar. And if that sounds extremely confusing, here's how this works in relation to Luna. When the price of their $1 stablecoin trades for more than $1, holders could cash in on that tiny profit, and as more people do that, the price of the stablecoin drops back down to $1. On the other hand, when the price drops below $1, holders could buy that $1 token for less than its face value with the expectation of selling it shortly after for a profit. So now that you at least know the very basics of how a stablecoin works, here's where we get to the very interesting and very juicy part. Terra Luna was one of the most popular cryptocurrencies, with their stablecoin becoming the third largest within the crypto ecosystem, and their Luna token entering the top 10 with a market cap of $41 billion at the peak. I mean, by all accounts, Terra Luna seemed unstoppable, having reached as high as $117 a coin with $1.1 billion held in Bitcoin as a reserve. Except it was stoppable. Now, up until recently, the Terra Luna community was extremely massive. Their project was created to combat the entire banking system by working to replace credit card networks, banks, and payment processing. Or basically, while credit card transaction fees would cost anywhere from 2.5% to 3%, Luna would be able to do the same thing on the blockchain for a fraction of the price, and it was very popular. Over 100 projects were built within the Terra ecosystem, and
Look how big the Terra ecosystem is. Isn't that insane? That's insane. That's insane. And that's why the theory came out about big banks, or like, you know, banks being involved in taking down Terra. Do we need a bridge or just send it to the wallet from an exchange? I think it depends, right? If it's on the Terra chain, I think you can send it straight from your wallet to your wallet. From the exchange to your wallet. But it can't be like wrapped or anything like that. That's a ton. Isn't that a ton?
it quickly gained widespread adoption, including one that got everyone's attention and drove a lot of money onto the network, and that would be a 20% yield on your money.
Anchor protocol.
Essentially, you would be able to take your $1 UST stablecoin, lend it to other people who want to borrow it, and you get paid back 20% interest. Well, those rewards were so appealing that a lot of money went into Luna for the sole purpose of just being able to get that 20%.
I mean, you can't get 20% anywhere, right? So why not?
20% return. And from there, we saw post after post where people would invest their entire savings accounts to earn 20% or use it as a way to save up for the down payment of a house. And the response, along with the criticism, was almost entirely the same. 20% probably isn't sustainable long term, but you may as well get it while they offer it. Or I guess, as this poster says, long story short, there isn't much of a catch. It just works. And that, of course, is where the problem begins. Now, before we go into that, I gotta say, this is a prime example of why you diversify. For example, even though I own a lot of real estate, I also buy index funds. I keep a portion of my portfolio in cash and look to alternative assets like cars, watches, and collectibles to build my wealth. So when I saw CNBC talking about a new fintech platform called Masterworks that allows you to diversify right from your phone, I was intrigued. Here's what I found the most surprising. Contemporary art was one of the highest Warhol, but Masterworks could help. They let you access their exclusive investments from names like Banksy, Picasso, and other icons. 25 years. On top, learn more and sign up today. And now, of course, with that said, let's get back to the video. Now, here is where we put on the tinfoil hat, because there are several, how should I say, conspiracies floating around about what caused the collapse. So to entertain those theories, here's what we have so far. First, on the most basic level, CoinDesk reported that there was a mass sell-off of Luna onto the open market during a time where cryptocurrency was already beginning to fall. And for the first time ever, the market cap of Luna was lower than that of the $1 stablecoin, meaning there is no longer $1 worth of Luna to back every $1 worth of UST. So in an attempt to hold off an entire collapse, the Luna Foundation deployed about $2 billion worth of their Bitcoin to bridge the gap. But that only lasted so long until the cracks began to reappear, and 48 hours later, the entire project evaporated. But that, of course, begs the question, what would cause the sudden sell-off to begin with? Well, the second story was that the Terra platform was maliciously attacked, and the story goes something like this. One wallet dumped $350 million worth of UST all at once, causing the price to destabilize and forcing Luna to sell their Bitcoin reserve. That, of course, caused the price to fall, which would make that person a lot of money if they opened up a short position right before selling. There's a Twitter thread detailing everything that I'll link down below in the description for anyone curious or who wants more information on this. Now, the third rumor, on the other hand, was that BlackRock and Citadel were behind the coordinated attack, and as usual, all of this begins on Twitter. In this case, he claims that BlackRock and Citadel conspired to borrow 100,000 Bitcoins on Gemini to then go and buy 25,000 Bitcoin worth of UST. Then they did a private deal with Kwon, the creator of Terra, to trade the remaining 75,000 Bitcoin for UST at a discount, thereby lowering the liquidity of UST. At that point, they dumped everything, causing the price to fall, and then they could buy Bitcoin even cheaper to pay back the original loan and profit the difference. Seriously, as ridiculous as that sounds, I can't make that up. Basically, all it takes is one rumor, and people copy and paste it everywhere as a fact. Even though, by the way, there is zero evidence that I could find linking them to any of this. But fourth, the most plausible scenario that I could find, according to Business Insider, is that somebody bought $1 billion of UST while at the same time shorting Bitcoin. Eventually, that wallet sold, and the combination of a large sell-off at the same time that the entire cryptocurrency market was suffering caused a bank run where people lost faith in Luna, and once that faith was destroyed, it was never going to recover. To me, this just seems like the most realistic explanation, that somebody found an exploit and then used it to make a very quick profit. Especially when the founder himself was publicly taunting billionaires to do an attack to see what happens, as outlined by Con.
Come at me, bro. See what happens. And of course, that Citadel, that whole theory was going around. We read it here on stream and whatnot too, but there's no proof to that, right? Interesting.
Zilla. It's also not the most confidence-inspiring either, when the founder, Kwon, was also behind another failed stablecoin project known as Basis Cash. And he's now proposing to create a new stablecoin that would make up for the loss of Terra Luna, which I think it's pretty safe to say you should probably stay far, far away from that. But what about the rest of the cryptocurrency market? Since another stablecoin, DEI, also just recently depegged from its $1 value, while Tether recently saw a drop as low as 95 cents. Well, first of all, this should go without saying that the higher the potential return, the more you risk losing money. Even though I'm directing this towards cryptocurrency, it also applies towards everything. There is no scenario where earning above 10% is risk-free, except for I-bonds. And there's a reason why even the most reputable banks don't pay anymore between 1 and 3.5% at the very most. Now sure, even though there is certainly the assumption that high yields are simply the cost of doing marketing, and it's fueled by endless venture capital, so you may as well get some of that money for yourself. The fact is, it'll only work until it doesn't. As of now, Luna's dropped from a high of over $100 a coin down to 0.00018. So for every $10,000 you had invested, $1 would be left. The other sobering reality that everyone needs to be made aware of is that with cryptocurrency, it's not protected by FDIC or SIPC insurance. That means if your investment disappears or the brokerage files for bankruptcy, there is no protection that you will get any return of your capital. On top
that was what that was what Vitalik was saying, that there should be some sort of insurance, but that's like a policy we made because it's centralized, right? Our centralized government. This is the blockchain, right? It's decentralized. So now we want our cake, and we want to have our cake and eat it too. So that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah, he was just in a boxing match. He got his ass kicked. I saw that.
Of that, in a previous analysis I did that covered the top cryptocurrencies by market cap, throughout the last 4 years, only 8 cryptocurrencies have stayed in the top 30. That's it. The rest have fallen, and we don't talk about those anymore. That just means what's top 10 today is very unlikely to be what's top 10 in the future, and that also applies to stocks. Throughout the last 20 years, only one company has stayed within the top 10, and that would be Microsoft. The rest have dropped off while new companies take their place. Now, definitely don't get the wrong idea about all of this, because I'm a cryptocurrency investor, and I get the appeal. But it's also equally important to have a level-headed, realistic approach to the risks and rewards. And that means not investing more than you could lose, understand what you're investing into, and realize that there are a lot of risks. It's also why it's very important.
Absolutely not. 8, baby. No, but obviously we talk about that, right? So
important to use a reputable exchange like FTX US, where they're giving you all the way up to $100 worth of free crypto down below in the description when you use the code GRAHAM. So none of this is meant to scare off investors, but it is meant to be a voice of reason in a market that's extremely volatile. Truth be told, I see no other option besides one day stablecoins will need to be regulated and strictly enforced to ensure that they're properly backed and operated. After all, most platforms have nothing in place to prevent you from borrowing cryptocurrency, taking it to another platform as collateral, borrowing even more, repeating the process another 50 times, and pretty soon you'll have $50 for every $1 that you deposit. My biggest concern is that the entire market could be propped up by over leverage, and there's no way to accurately verify how much of this is pure speculation and how much is a reality that we have a major problem on our hands if the market were to suddenly collapse out of nowhere. We also have the same risks with Tether, which has continually come under scrutinization that maybe it's backed by nothing, and they're simply creating their own currency to buy and prop up the price of Bitcoin. But you know what? We'll save that for another time. All of that is to say that at some point, regulation is going to have to come into play. And I think in the big picture, it's going to add a lot of legitimacy to many projects and will make people feel a lot safer to invest their money in crypto. Until then, just play it safe. Don't invest any more than a small part of your portfolio. Understand that everything has a reward in direct proportion to the chance that you could lose everything. And always, no matter what, subscribe and hit the like button if you haven't done that already. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. And also, while you're at it, you may as well get
very, very interesting. Some good old alpha from our boy. Nice. Wow. Yeah, I saw his recent boxing match. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I mean, it's true, right? It's true. It's all kind of risky. It's kind of a gamble at this point, right? So you got to be careful with it. Man. So Luna is taking a little bit of a pullback right now. It's up in the mid 18s, right? So now kind of pulling back and whatnot. So damn fool. Damn fool. Damn fool. Apin, baby. Yeah, I saw the recent boxing match. I don't know if that's an old comment. I think it is. And that's why we invest in the blue chips. But man, a lot of people are saying, man, that, you know, it's just investing. Like, it's emotional. You know, it's emotional. It's like a slow, tedious process. But in this space, we're so addicted to getting in, making quick money, and getting out. And I get it, because I like it too. But right now, especially in this bear market, like, there's not a lot of good degen plays. There just isn't. There's just not a lot of good ones. Let's go to hot new pairs. See if we can find something good to ape into. But there's just not a lot of good ones right now. You know, there just isn't. There's not a lot of quick money plays. I mean, I swear it felt like a dime a dozen a few months ago. Now it's just like hard to find anything. Of course, this is not the spot to go. What is this called? Mary? Let's see. This one's launched 9 minutes ago. I bet you this is a honeypot. Let's see. That was this. See, go to the old token snip skis. Barry Inu. Legit. Let's see. No liquidity lock. Yeah, so no liquidity lock. The creator wallet holds 100%. That's shady. So they're just probably creating some fake volume right here so people can ape in. So looks like it's been 10 minutes and not a lot of people have fallen for the trap just yet. And Vince Wisely, are you going to be out squaring up with these crypto influencers? Yeah, exactly, right? What's up, Samuel Diamante? A huge pump coming for Luna? I hope so. Doesn't look like it, though. Doesn't look like it right now. Look at all these rug pools. Look at all these. This is called what? Cyber Kongs? Let's check this one out. So you can find any good degen plays. Yeah. Does it not? I thought the token server was pretty decent for the honeypots. Cyber Kongs. So here it is. See, this one read accurately. 15 ETH. Well, okay. Damn, fool. Fake ownership renounced. Oh. Okay, token sniffer getting better at catching these scams. Buy Luna, not lottery ticket. Luna is a lottery ticket, yeah. The end of crypto? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But I know that cryptocurrency is probably going to go into a lull, right? You have to keep in mind that it's probably going to be a lull at some point where it might just like kind of just chill out for a little bit, right? But the beauty of it is that you can still ape into projects in the shitcoin space that get a lot of momentum, right? Community around it and make some actual money. This is a video I also liked. We could watch this one too. We can watch all the cryptocurrency content I watch since it's kind of dry tonight, right? Nothing really to talk about, but I like this video. Check this out.
Partly subsidized by the company. However, hi. Welcome.
We might not watch the whole thing, but Cold Fusion's very, very good. Very good content.
Another episode of Cold Fusion. This is financial freedom. You have been dreaming of it ever since you started your working career almost 10 years ago now. One day, your friend introduces you to an interesting website from a company called Terraform Labs. It's low-risk investment where you can earn 20% a year on your deposits. If you just put in $500 from every paycheck, you'll make some decent returns. But you're skeptical and you dismiss it. But later, when you think about the money that's left sitting in your savings account getting eaten away by inflation, you think to yourself, maybe this is worth a shot. The website states that it's using a technology called stablecoins. You don't really know what that is, but your friend says it's pretty much risk-free. But little did you know that in just 2 years, you would lose half your savings. This is a story that's painfully familiar to millions of others around the world. In total, $45 billion worth of everyday people's money was lost in less than a week.
Damn.
Around the internet.
$45 billion in a week. Nuts.
People are calling this the 2008 crisis of crypto, and now you're right in the middle of it. How could this have happened to you? This is a horror story that many are living right now.
You are watching Cold Fusion TV.
This is why I don't knock the move to the new blockchain that much, is because like you have to make it right for other people. Like, how are you going to make it right for the people who lost all of their money? You know? Dr. Popish altcoin? What is that, Sean Robertson? Let's check that out real quick, though. So I do feel bad for the people that are, you know, they lost their ass, you know? So making it right for them, you know, theoretically 2 years down the road or whenever the hell they could, you know, take out their tokens, isn't the worst idea. And that's why people are going to vote for it. So.
This is Kwon. He's the one in charge of the company that caused your financial demise. Born in South Korea in 1991, Kwon was a bright kid and went on to study computer science at Stanford, graduating in 2015.
Damn.
He briefly worked for Apple and Microsoft, reportedly only for a few months each. He would return back to South Korea in 2015. It would seem that working for big tech wasn't enough for Kwon. He wanted to be big tech itself, but in the crypto space. Not long after this, he would hear of a stablecoin project called
This is
Basis.
cash.
He looked into the idea of stablecoins and saw them as the next big thing in finance. The idea is that these tokens would maintain a $1 value. This is called a peg. Essentially, the tokens would act like a digital dollar. Stablecoins are for people that still want to enjoy the benefit of crypto, but without all the wild swings in price. An interest rate system also makes sure that depositors get rewarded for keeping their money in the system. To get his idea off the ground, it wasn't going to be easy for Kwon. He needed a lot of funding to get started. Stablecoin tokens are usually backed by securities like treasuries and cash reserves, or with some combination of other crypto. People really want to have confidence in knowing that a stablecoin is worth what it's.
So this is how you sell. You could swap it for whatever they have right here, your Luna, or you could send it to an exchange and cash out from there. But it's pretty easy. I mean, if you want to send it to your make sure the exchange will accept it, right? I don't think you can send this to Coinbase exchange unless it's wrapped Luna. So make sure you can send it to an exchange that's supported. Then you could sell, or just transfer it into whatever stable they have. They have a bunch of different stable coins, quote unquote. That's how you can sell though, or just send it out of here. So different tokens, or maybe they do have wrapped Luna in here. ETH, which is probably their ETH on their blockchain. So looks like a lot of that. So that's how you would sell.
Says it is. Instead of a traditional backing with something.
The 27th is where the snapshot's going to be taken. I would just do it ASAP.
Like cash, Terra used an experimental algorithm to help back the system, but more on that shortly. After a failed startup, in January of 2018, Kwon and co-founder Daniel Sim came up with the idea for Terraform Labs. Eventually, Terra managed to get off the ground with the support of 15 e-commerce companies in Asia. Here is Kwon talking about his ties with the e-commerce platform Chai in 2019.
But in the back end is where the real magic starts to happen. And I contend that Terra solves two of the biggest roadblocks to the adoption of digital payments in Asia and the rest of the world. Up to today, we've had 430,000 shoppers over the Chai payment gateway, most of them coming in last month. And we've processed nearly 2 million transactions up to date. In terms of daily active users, Terra and Chai has already surpassed some of the most popular tokens.
In 2019, Kwon was named in Asia's Forbes 30 under 30. But all was not as it seemed on the surface. According to some...
In the back end, it literally is... Yeah, mirrored ETH. Okay. So whatever that is, right? Like wrapped ETH is WETH. Damn.
Some staff that I talked to within Terra Labs, Kwon was narcissistic but charismatic. He would micromanage and sometimes verbally abuse Terra Labs staff. Within 1 to 2 years,
that's the perception of him, is that he would literally micromanage and abuse Terra. That's what I'm saying. Like, everyone's coming out with the same narrative that he's an asshole. Cocky asshole, which is, it's good, but only if things are going well, right?
Actually, all the core people left, most with legal disputes. As this happened, Terra Labs increasingly became a one-man show, with Kwon making all the decisions.
Thank you, bro.
Kwon's decisions would eventually lead to the collapse and a loss of billions. Time and time again, low-risk, so-called algorithmic stablecoins have been tried with catastrophic results. Take Mark Cuban, for example. He lost money on the now-dead Titan Iron stablecoin.
Yeah, Titan.
So Kwon had a lot of work to do to get people trusting and using Terra. Critics of stablecoins have called them, quote, modern-day pyramid schemes, with people like Senator Elizabeth Warren calling for regulation.
True.
This next section may seem a little bit in the weeds, but bear with me because it's integral to understanding what later went wrong. The main focus of the Terra Labs blockchain was their token, Terra USD, or UST, which would stay stable at $1 worth of value. The Terra system used two tokens to function. UST was to remain stable, while the other token, called Luna, was meant to absorb volatility. One can buy UST on market exchanges or through exchanging Luna within the system. At all costs, the system tries to keep everything in equilibrium. There were also financial incentives for people to trade and swap Luna and UST in whichever direction helps the system stay in equilibrium. An algorithm is in charge of managing all of this and making sure that it all works.
Good old algorithm.
There's a major problem though. The system is designed to do this no matter what happens to UST's market price on other exchanges. If the peg begins to slip, risk begins to pile up. People may jump out of the UST token into other stablecoins, which causes the Luna token to fall. The algorithm then prints more Luna in order to keep the peg, so the price drops even more. This is okay for small dips, but if the selling pressure is too much, then there can be a feedback loop of people selling and the system printing ever more Luna to try and keep the balance. This is called a death spiral.
Yeah.
But this wasn't all. There was yet another issue with the system. It had grown too fast. Investors who deposited UST into the Terra system were receiving roughly 20% yield. This high return was what attracted many people to the service in the first place, and Terra grew rapidly because of it. But perhaps too rapidly. Instead of the market deciding interest rates, Kwon wanted this rate fixed. To achieve this, it was partly subsidized by the company. However, as demand grew, more and more money needed to be paid out. Around $7 million was paid out in interest every day.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Also made a fatal mistake of letting people take out their deposits at any time. Perhaps what he didn't foresee is that the rapid growth meant that the system was extra vulnerable to mass withdrawals all at once. Unknowingly, he had just caused both major elements that would contribute to the disaster. The rapid
That's funny because that's similar what happened to the whole Bernie Madoff situation, right? Like he got busted because of the housing crash. He was taking people's money and investing it and making them a lot of gains on their returns. But when everybody needed their money all at once, they didn't have it. So
rapid and massive growth, thanks to the attractive fixed 20% return and the risk of mass withdrawals. Many skeptics criticized Terra, stating that it was unsustainable. But devout supporters, or lunatics as they called themselves, would dismiss the criticism.
Butter! Just a butter!
Kwon was now the leader of a devout group. He had made people a lot of money, and it seemed like his reinvention of finance was on its way to changing the world. It was a safe crypto bank with a high interest rate and large adoption. In 2021, as the wider crypto market began to turn south, the yields in other stablecoins and tokens began to fall, but Kwon's fixed 20% yield on UST became increasingly attractive and more people piled in. By April of 2022, the Luna coin was trading at over $100 a token, and the whole system was valued at $45 billion.
Damn.
The Terra Luna system was being used in hundreds of decentralized apps and millions of payments around the world. With Terra, it finally looked like decentralized finance had finally gone mainstream.
This was the DeFi, right? Jeez. What's up, Kunal? Thank you so much for the $5 donation. Jeez.
It should be noted that although the Terra system was marketed as decentralized and coin holders did have voting rights, in reality it was the opposite. According to insiders, Kwon was a dictator and made all the final decisions and influenced the direction of the company. Effectively, it couldn't be more centralized. To fortify confidence in the system, Terra Labs built up resistance to unexpected shocks. They dedicated a reserve of $450 million and $1 billion.
Kunal, I think the percentages remain the same. Hey, Rodney, thanks. Thank God I found you online. I have a question. If we swap Luna to UST, could we get more allocation based on 15% distribution? What do you mean by that? Like after the snapshot is taken, how much you're going to get? Because people post-attack are going to get some of the distribution, but like a smaller portion, correct? Like 15%, something like that. I think it's the same for each token, so it wouldn't matter. I think it's the same, right? So it might be 10 or 15 post-attack, something like that. But you still have to hold the tokens or the coins.
$1 billion worth of Bitcoin to defending the peg. At this point, Terra had the 4th largest market cap in the whole of crypto. They looked unstoppable.
Did.
As the use of Terra expanded.
Hey, there were some big Terra Luna people on Twitter that were like real diehard Terra Luna people.
and institutional investment arrived, Kwon got more cocky.
I wonder how many of these companies you think are entering the space just because it's hot and there's a lot of funding versus the ones that will still be here, you know, like 2 to 5 years later.
95% are gonna die.
Yeah.
95% are going to die. Yeah. But yeah, there's also entertainment in watching companies die too.
Famous
There's
last words.
entertainment. Oh man, that's so evil. At least you get to learn from it, right?
On Twitter, he was also showing his confidence. The Twitter user Algod bet $1 million that in 1 year from now, Terra Luna would essentially collapse. The stakes got raised to $10 million and put on the blockchain for everyone to see. But behind the scenes, things were already going awry. According to documents filed by Kwon at the Supreme Court of South Korea's Registry Office, Kwon filed to dissolve the Korean company's entity on the 30th of April 2022 and was granted approval on the 4th of May 2022, just days before the crash.
Famous last words.
For those that had put their hard-earned money into the system, this should have been a concern, but they either weren't paying attention or the pull of financial freedom and peace of mind was too strong. This event should have been the final red flag. Beginning on the 9th of May 2022, people began to notice something strange. The $1 peg promised by Luna on their UST token began to come undone. Headlines were made when UST began to break from its secure peg of $1. The disaster began to kick off with a series of major withdrawals from the interest-yielding UST system. According to Coindesk, the amount was around $4 billion. A single wallet also dumped $84 million worth of UST on the
Okay, Edgar, have a good one.
And $108 million
Get that workout,
on the
baby.
Binance crypto exchange. These led calls from within the community that the DPEG was a coordinated attack, but people couldn't worry about that now, as things went from bad to worse. UST starts trading at 90 cents, then 85 cents. The peg was really failing. Over the coming hours, panic sets in, and some users pull their money out. Conspiracy theories begin to take root online. What exactly is happening here? Then even more users try to pull out their funds. This time, all at once. The network becomes congested. The Luna Foundation Guard, an organization that's supposed to support the Terra ecosystem, announces a $1.5 billion emergency loan to restore the peg to the US dollar, but it doesn't work. UST falls to 50 cents, then 20 cents, a far cry from its stable $1 promise. Luna is also crashing. It's $70, then $20, then $10. The hyperinflation of Luna was happening right before everyone's eyes. Luna collapsed further.
So many people were buying this actual dip too. It was crazy. It was crazy. Crazy. What's up, Biz? Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you can always learn from people in the space, right? That is so true. That is so true. And anything.
Further to 5 cents. Now, virtually zero. Unbelievable. UST now sits at a measly 10 cents. The collapse wiped out almost $45 billion of market capitalization. Luna went down from an all-time high of $119 to virtually zero. The US government gets involved. Immediately after the crash, Treasury Secretary Yellen points to the UST disaster and demands legislation by the end of the year. On the 13th of May, Terraform Labs halts the Terra blockchain. The company's attempts to stabilize the system also fail. Kwon takes to Twitter saying he's heartbroken by the events. Nobody has ever
humility, right? Humility at its finest. That's crazy.
Never seen anything like this before. A top 5 crypto project going to zero so quickly. It was a true Lehman Brothers moment for the crypto community. So who did it? According to some insiders I've talked to, those within Terra Labs believe that this was a coordinated large-scale attack, which is viewable on the blockchain. From on-chain data, 1 or 2 actors bought a massive amount of UST with Bitcoin and then dumped that UST on the market. These actors did so even at a loss just to bring the system down. Lucas Altumaro, head of research at Into the Block, told Fortune, quote, "The large withdrawals appeared to be timed precisely at the moment when Luna was most vulnerable," end quote. He checked the data himself and said that it all lines up, and, quote, "It is certainly suspicious. I think we are beyond the point that this idea of an attack is just speculation." Unfortunately for those involved, The pieces were in place and the dominoes were set up to fall. Once the price began to drop, people panic sold and the algorithm tried to print more Luna, reducing the price even further in a runaway death spiral. Many suspect that the perpetrator was a large hedge fund, but solid evidence is yet to be found.
Well, no, there's no
change
there's
as
no
the
evidence for that.
investigation continues. There may be some factors that we don't know about that may come to light.
Did the market collude to make this crash happen?
This appears to be a hedge fund. We don't know, well, people are naming the hedge fund, but I won't. The trade was instigated by one person, and then we don't know if the momentum was created by collusion. Conspiracy theories would say yes, because it's a massive trade. There was over $1 billion in capital, and then the market is saying that then they ended up going short UST, so that they took a massive risk to achieve what they did. I mean, people are saying they made $950 million.
Jeez.
When all was said and done, $1 million invested in Terra just a week before the crash is now worth a measly $3. Lives were ruined and dreams crushed. All over the internet, there were devastating stories of Luna holders. YouTuber KSI lost $2.8 million. Another YouTuber, Carl Runefelt, lost $1.4 million. But
oh shit, we're gonna watch that. Hold on, let's find that right now. Was it Kyle Runefelt? Kyle, I just lost 1.6. I gotta cue that one up. Here it is. Shit. All right.
Everyday people were also harmed in this. Reddit became populated with tragic stories. One user writes, "I lost over 450,000 US dollars. I cannot pay the bank. I will lose my home soon. I'll become homeless. Suicide is the only way out for me." It is truly sad to consider those who have been affected.
Damn.
Due to the magnitude of the disaster, Kwon has been likened by journalists to Elizabeth Holmes of Theranos, especially in his native country of South Korea. But in a twist, things may be a bit more nuanced. It is true that the success got to Kwon's head. He thought he was better than everyone else and took decisions solo. But according to insiders, his decisions were risky and ultimately hurt people, but he didn't want to defraud anyone. He loved control and power, but he had a reputation to keep, and cheating people would destroy that. Ryan Selkis, founder and CEO of Mesorai, states, quote, "What happened to Terra wasn't fraud. It was overconfidence in the investors of last resort who had already backed the project, and reckless growth at a time when the market was slowing down." End quote. So people may have that sentiment, but ultimately, I think the blame cannot land on anyone else but Kwon.
Yeah.
Kevin Zhao of Galios Capital on Twitter predicted the exact crash, but Kwon dismissed him, a perfect example of his careless attitude. Others also predicted the crash. Here's an eerily accurate prediction made in December of 2019 at a blockchain conference.
I think that the biggest risk, the thing that could go really massively awry with stablecoins that could be terrible for the crypto world overall, is if there's an algorithmic stablecoin that has no backing, that just has a sort of algorithmic mechanism. But there's a category called algorithmic stablecoins. I would put Terra and Celo in this category. There are a number of others. Basis was like this and they never launched. The thing that could happen is one of those could launch and be marketed very effectively and be significantly adopted. It could even happen in a market where people really, really need a stable currency and don't have one, and that's why it gets massively adopted. People who are not crypto speculators, people who just want to preserve their savings. If that protocol then blows up economically and falls apart, and the price of that goes, down half or close to zero, regulatory backlash. Imagine if we were sitting here today talking about how great our stablecoins were, where it had already been the case that like $1 billion stablecoin had collapsed and lots of innocent people had lost their money. It would be a very different situation. And that really could happen. There are economic experiments being run with some stablecoins that I believe personally could go that direction. And so I think the worst thing that could happen is if one of those gets really big before it fails.
Yeah. Why people will use that?
Fuck.
Terra will tell you that like hundreds of thousands of people in Korea are using it.
It's also possible that the whole crash could have been avoided if those 20% yielding deposits in UST had a withdrawal waiting time, maybe 7 days or a month, so that panic
some sort of vesting period,
possible.
Because people panic
the
sold.
future of stablecoins, trust is broken. Even other projects that are more responsible than Kwon's was are going to take the heat, and it's going to take a lot of faith for people to trust them again. The saddest thing in all of this is that stablecoins were seen as safe. People were using them as a bank account to store their savings and earn interest when a regular bank wouldn't provide that much. these people were actively trying to avoid the crazy speculation of the crypto market. Instead, they found themselves in the biggest crypto disaster of all. To anyone watching who was affected, I hope you do find some solace somehow. For everyone else watching from the sidelines, may this be a lesson. In every investment, no matter how safe it seems, if there's a counterparty risk, you should follow the #1 rule of investing. Only put in what you're prepared to lose. So what happens to Kwon? Well, investors are very angry and they're going to be wanting some answers. Perhaps there'll be a class action lawsuit, but for now, we just don't know. Just as I was finishing up this episode, Kwon announced TERRA 2.0, but the reaction was overwhelmingly negative. I'd like to hear from you guys.
Damn, that's crazy. That's a crazy little documentary. First of all, check this out. Check this out.
This calls for a team beam, and fast. Let our powers combine. Earth, fire,
Wind, water,
Yeah!
By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet.
Oh, shit. All right, that was good. That was nice. Oh, Lord. Damn. That's like eye-opening, you know what I mean? Eye-opening. Jesus. Very eye-opening. All right, this guy, okay, check this out.
With reproductive freedom under attack, who can California
What the fuck? I can't.
women
This is my
count
account?
on to
Oh,
defend our rights?
fucking shit.
Hello guys and welcome to the moon. My name is Carl and I'm going to bring you this cryptocurrency video.
Oh,
And
shit.
today is of course a very strange day where many people don't really know what's going on. But yeah, the title is true. I actually lost $1.6 million worth of Luna because I held, well, $1.6 million worth, and now the price has gone down and it seems like we're
Damn.
going closer and closer and closer to zero, which means that I very soon have nothing left of those Luna. Yeah, so essentially this is the Luna chart right now. You can clearly see that this is a, yeah, it looks almost like BitConnect, to be perfectly honest with you. So yeah, I lost 1.6 million. I just got a call from another guy who also lost money. I think many people out there are in the same boat. Many people lost a lot of money on this, in this fiasco. So, you know, sometimes these things happen. Personally, I'm fortunate enough to have assets elsewhere. This was just a fraction of my net worth, but I do understand that some people may actually have had a significant amount of their net worth in Luna or UST. And for those people, I'm very, very sorry. It's very, very tough. I hate when these things happen because, of course, you know, money is just material things, but when you lose money like this, it really feels really, really bad. So I understand, guys. Even though this was not a big part of my portfolio, I still felt sad about it, of course, because that's.
Hold up. What's up, M? Welcome back. Welcome back, M. And what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Azim? What you talking about, Azim? What you talking about? What's up, M? Long time no see. What's up, Young King? Young Queen? Ah. Wait, really? What's UST up? Let me see. Is it today? UST. What? Today? Oh my god. This is what is going on? Jesus. Come on now. Imagine pumping and dumping a stablecoin. Oh my god. Yeah, it's going crazy. UST is pumping. What the fuck? Don't you just love degenerates? up, Biz? We back, baby. Dr. Ramana tweet. Dr. Ramana. Dr. Ramana. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Awesome. I don't see a tweet from him. What you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you talking about. UST coming back, baby. I will talk with you. Talk with you, dude. Wait, awesome. What are you gonna do? Why are you leaving me edging? What are you talking about? What you talk about? I'm looking at his tweet. He just tweeted 3 minutes ago. Influences of Terrarium, Crypto Journey. Nane? Did I agree to this? Wait, what is this? Official turn to pages, follow the death, blah, 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 seize opportunity in the infancy. Blah, blah, blah. I did not endorse that. So I don't know. I mean, that's cool, but is that what you mean? UST. This. UST pump it, baby. Wait, is CoinMarketCap tripping? No way. No one told me anything, Awesome Austin. I think because I made positive content and I talked nicely about it, but I'm not officially on a team or anything like that. No one's reached out to me or anything. So please think about switching to UST from Luna on Terra Station. If you enter the amount, the calculator I sent you will give you a good idea. Please think about switching from UST to Luna on Terra. I only have Luna. I don't have a UST. See? Yeah, awesome. I don't know what the heck that's about. Maybe because I've made positive content before, but no one told me anything. So I don't know about all that. Curve is a decentralized exchange. DEX, swap, however, one crucial difference it possesses. UST ain't pumping shit. Dude. It's wrong. Okay. CoinMarketCap be on some stuff sometimes. I don't understand why you could be this rich and this dusty. Come on, man. Use your damn teeth. You better call up RD. No one told me anything. Maybe because I've made positive content before. Maybe they're just throwing me a bone, but yeah. King Savage is fucking promoted. Who's King Savage, man? That motherfucker promoted. I don't know, but
1.6 million. I could have bought, I don't know, 10 cars. I could have.
That's true, Young Queen.
Done so many different things with that. I could have invested in a business.
I bought some Luna M crates, not a lot though.
Bought Bitcoin with it. I could have. There are so many things I could have done with that money, and now it's gone. So it's not nice. It's not nice. But I am not bankrupt, guys. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah, this guy's dummy rich.
UST. This is the stable coin of Luna, and it's not stable for a while here, but now it looks almost like any other shit coin out there, and this is of course incredibly sad because again, this is how people lose money,
Volt Inu rebranded. Oh shit. Are they no longer the Disney Doge? I saw an official tweet. Wait, what? Oh, excuse me. And that's playing catch up on the stock market has been rough. What's the deal with Luna? Are they still doing a hard fork? No, they're going to launch a new blockchain, which is, I don't think it's going to be good. I don't know. But yeah, so I mean, their whole ecosystem, you know, was I mean, it was just Anchor, right? But still, man, it's from the UST, right? That was the biggest one, 20%. I heard you. Still looks like shit. Still looks like shit. Oh fuck. All right. That's hilarious. All right, let's continue this video. I'm just getting into this.
Right now, this stable coin, quote unquote, is down at 44 cents. Some people
Yeah.
are speculating that UST will eventually go back up and get repegged to $1.
Wrong.
Some
Wrong.
people are buying here, but you know, that's a risk. That's a casino. That's a gamble. Because I have no clue what's going to happen in the next few days here. If you do want to buy or sell UST or Luna, you have my Binance link down below this video.
Damn, motherfucker.
And you can also go to Bybit.
Oh,
Bybit is, of
no.
course, my favorite
That's not
website
good.
for such things. And what else? Let's take a look at Bitcoin maybe. So Bitcoin is right now hanging by a thread here, holding above this support. And you guys know that I've been, you know, kind of bullish here. I'm not bullish, but you know, I feel like we're getting correction, but the support might be able to
Oh, this
hold.
guy's a good investor. I think he's
However,
actually really killing it.
we have to pay.
And he has this many subscribers, so you know he's making a ton of money with all the views he gets, you know.
We have to pay attention to the fact that some.
All right, let me just go to his let's see what happened to Bitcoin 5 hours ago. These guys are dummy rich though, you know. Him and another guy are like this dumb assery rich. Like it's insane. Like it's stupid the amount of money these guys have. It's like it's stupid. Like dumb. Yeah, the Volt Inu logo looks pretty Daddy's home. Daddy's home. How do you go from one shitty logo to another shitty logo to a third shitty logo? I think they want to get as far away from the Volt Disney dog as possible, which makes sense. Sorry, guys. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. I know that I hurt you. I was a boy. Yeah, some of these guys, Biz, have a lot of money. I know one guy in particular, so I don't think $1.6 million he's hurting. It's like a KSI lost $3 million. I'm sure he has more somewhere. If that banner doesn't scream out top 5 crypto, I don't know what does. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I gotta send it. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. I'm sorry. Guys, I'm sorry. I cannot help it. I gotta do it. They might block me for this, but I can't help it. I'm a degenerate. I can't help it, okay? I can't. I cannot help it. Daddy's home. God damn, Volt Inu. Damn, maybe like just like a thunderbolt or something. Get the dog out of here. Are you sure UST went up? He was a cashier at a grocery store less than 5 years ago. Woo, he must have been. Yeah, he must have invested earlier or something. I don't know. How much ether do I need to have on MetaMask to transfer to Terra? Why are you transferring ether? Why don't you swap it for wrapped Luna and then transfer that? Or you know, use the wormhole to convert it, or the bridge to convert it. Excuse me. Get that Inu out of here. So all Voltoshi did was Crypto.com money was open to Paint and Windows X. That's you. If that banner doesn't scream out top 5 crypto, I don't know what does. Shit. What do you want me to say? Damn. Jesus. Now, does that guy show any proof of funds, or he just saying he's loaded to gain subs? That could be true, Biz. That could be true. Maybe I should start pretending like I'm just fucking rich as fuck. I'm just a stupid ass millionaire. At least he has a penthouse. I have just an apartment, which I suppose is a penthouse somewhere else in the country. Like in Kansas or somewhere in the middle of nowhere. I could get a penthouse for this. I don't know what a penthouse looks like in Kansas. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? Why they keep changing the logo? Because they heard Daddy talk about it the other day. That's why. Daddy's home. Volt should ditch the dog and have a cute little lightning bolt or a plug-in. Exactly. I think a lightning bolt would be sick. Yeah, Biz, you never know. You never know. There's a couple of guys that are for sure rich as fuck because they have some really expensive cars that I don't know if you could just get those without having a ton of money. Or maybe they can. I don't know how that works. I mean, I don't have any car payments, so I kind of like that. What's up, M? So I'm hearing that there's a lot of longs set for $20,000 to $25,000. It hasn't dipped down that much, but yeah, it's moving right now. It's moving. Yeah, Saitama. Yeah, no one's talking about Saitama anymore. That matters, and I hate to like speaking of it positively. I hate to say that, but you can rent all kinds of cars for your photo shoots. Damn. But there was one that was like one of a kind or something like that. Watch, I'll show you. I'll show you who I'm talking about. That's why I think that this guy is legit. I don't fucking know. Like, one of the main reasons why I haven't got a new car is that I enjoy not having car payments. It is nice, you know, but I also want a fucking sick ass car so I can just feel like a fucking asshole driving around town. I really want a Corvette, man, but I don't know if my cheap ass mind will let me do it. Ah, why? I think if I just get it, I'd be happy, but why? Daddy's home. Daddy's home. Check this out. This guy. Daddy's home. Daddy's. I know that I hurt you.
Literally, 1 out of 1. One of
This
one,
guy.
man.
This guy.
Apartment is these big pillars. Like, it is human.
This guy. NTV Cribs. Yeah.
So this.
ASMR fan, I've been thinking about it. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I want the Corvette or the Toyota Tacoma. I don't know. I want the vet. The vet keeps calling my name. It's like, hey, Rodney. It's like I see him everywhere I drive, you know? Look at this guy's house though. Insane. He's a penthouse.
Oh my man! Hello! How are you, my man? Good to see you again. We're here with Chris, and let's see how it is. All right, guys, welcome to my crib.
Yeah.
So this is the duplex apartment in the address Skyviews. I really love it. It's to both sides, 3 balconies. You have a back view, you have the Burj Khalifa view, and it has generally the highest standard you can get with white marble everywhere, massive wood, beautiful artwork. It's actually divided in 3 parts. So I have the living area where I look at my NFTs because I don't watch TV. The closest to TV I'm watching is, of course, your channel, man. Yeah, they have the NFTs. I don't know if you guys know, but it's Bored Ape Yacht Club.
Got the NFTs flexing. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, we have the second area where I'm chilling with guests sometimes. You will see that in the video. I have everywhere these Christmas.
That's true, ASMR fans, but the Corvette just fucks. You know what I mean? Utility is just fucking. That's the Corvette's utility right there.
Is laying around. It's an amethyst. It was a big crystal like this. I paid 100k dirham for it. It came broken. I have a bike in the house.
Well, because I like the way Tacomas look, Biz, and they're super practical with camping, and if I want to get a camper sometime in the future, but then I also want to fucking just do some fucking Batman shit around town, you know? He's confused. He doesn't know it yet, but he needs both. Dude, oh wow, actually. I can't get both right now, guys. I'm not I gotta act like my net worth here. Maybe if we get some pump, you know, or some of my moon bags go crazy. And tag, no, I'm not gonna fucking flex on those little fucking volt dweebs. Yeah, I'm not gonna get both. I need to understand I don't have room for both. Well, I mean, I do have room for both. I have a garage and a little parking spot, so. Oh man, I can't do both, you know. Dude, Biz is like the bad influence I need.
I don't know. It just came with it, and I thought, well, I might as well keep it.
This came with the house.
Nice. It just came with it, yeah.
Guys, the bike came with the house. That's crazy.
What the fuck? Why would that come with the house?
NFTs. I don't know if you guys know, but
for those of you that are new to crypto or don't know much, these NFTs are worth a lot of money. They're the best investments you could have done in NFT space. My personal opinion.
I
fucking code.
How much worth of NFTs do you think you have right now?
Like between 15 and 20 million, I think. In NFTs.
I think that's being very conservative.
Fun fact, I never sold an NFT in my life.
Never.
I only bought. I never sold.
Guys, today I'm going to buy one of his NFTs. He has to sell one.
You have to pay 10x market price.
No! You guys, I'm not selling my NFTs.
This is actually not mine, but now it's kind of mine. It's a cognac for $7,000 or something. So it just looks nice. It's nice to have, maybe.
All right, guys. One thing I love about this apartment.
It says, get the cool car out of the way early and hope you don't get addicted to them. No, it's going to happen. Terra USD is 400%. Is that real, though? Is it really pumping? Hold on. Let me just check this out real quick. Way.
Apartment is these big pillars, like it is humongous. By the way, guys, this is the best part, the balcony.
Yeah, we have two in the front and one in the back with the Burj Khalifa view. I will leave this for the end for you guys because the Burj Khalifa is the one.
That's the best view. You get to see the biggest building in the world.
Yeah, the front balcony is actually the biggest one. You have the sunset view on the left and on the right side. Actually, I like this view also because you see the Sheikh Zayed Road. And
I'm so scared.
I think penthouses are cool, but I wouldn't like to, I think there's no, I don't like that, you know? Would you guys want to live in a I feel like there's no, they look like cookie cutter. But I guess if you're living in a town like that, then, you know, I don't know. I'd rather have like a beachfront apartment or like a beachfront, like a little house. Or like even where I'm at right now. I mean, this is obviously fucking 50 times nicer, but like you're all in a high, like imagine getting in and out of that bitch. You know how much fucking DoorDash? Imagine being a DoorDash driver going in that bitch. Fuck, I gotta go to the fucking 50th floor. Yeah, I love the big windows, but the road noise kills it. Yeah.
What's the most expensive thing
If we can move this like on the beach.
You own right now, except the cars?
Maybe my watches.
Watches?
Yeah, we can go downstairs. I can
the watches are downstairs?
If you want, yeah.
All right, let's go, guys. I'm excited now.
Damn, he was gonna show people this.
Here you can see
big stone guy, big crystal guy.
It's just the second living room.
By the way, guys, we got banana.
And that's
guys,
big.
One thing I know about Chris is because the crystal broke, he just put it everywhere in the apartment. You know, he didn't give up on it. You know.
That's what I want to say. Like, if something goes wrong in life, you can usually turn it around and turn it for the good.
What a beast! What a beast, bro.
Welcome to my closet. This is where I have all my clothes.
This is the $1 million closet right here. Everything is silk in this closet. Everything. We don't do cotton. Okay, silk. What's your favorite bag? Because you always wear like side bags.
I only have this Remover one, then I have these Louboutins, but my favorite ones are the Remover ones with aluminium, so I can put the phone inside.
I don't like that. I think the bags are so whack.
And have no radiation. I think at least.
All right, guys, welcome to the bedroom. All right, guys. So we're inside the master bedroom.
Big ass bedroom, baby.
Bedroom, and here we have something special.
Goodbye.
All right, we have the watch box. This is Chris's watch collection. crazy. By the way, guys, I love the fact that these are like mostly like strictly investment pieces. So we got the platinum Dow, Arabic Dow.
Arabic, that's the one, man. Only for UAE, I think it's discontinued.
Wow.
I bought it like 4 months ago, and it went up almost 100% in price.
It doubled in price.
Almost, yeah. I never sold the watch also, by the way.
You never sold it, guys. Chris, he has the crypto mentality. Never sell anything. I buy, I hold.
Exactly.
Okay, what's the most expensive watch here?
I would say right now it's this one. It's a Tourbillon Audemars Piguet Royal Old. It's 10 in the world only. I paid $340,000, but I think now it's I can't. I'm not an expert. Probably
like
it's like
500,
something like this.
Maybe more, guys. How much is this box of watches?
I don't know. You guys can guess in the comments down below. It's like very hard to say.
Guys, we just have a lot of watches here. Okay, this is incredible. Wow.
Yeah, not too much to say about the bedroom. I wanted to show you something motivational for everyone watching. This means nothing is impossible. It really motivates me every single day.
This is the best part, guys. This
nigga said no.
apartment has a Burj Khalifa view. It's basically the best view you can get in Dubai. This is what you're paying for.
Oh, they're in Dubai. Okay, well, Dubai is a little. I thought this was in New York or some shit, but he's in Dubai.
Alright, guys, so we're here. The view is incredible. Guys, Chris just told me in the mornings the clouds are actually beneath him. I'd be scared because I feel like I'd want to walk on it, you know?
Dude, fuck that shit, bro. That is too high up, man. Like, I'm not scared of heights, but god damn. God damn. What's the god, dude? Dallas is fucking murking Golden State right now.
I decided just don't do this. Don't do that, guys. So now that you've seen the apartment, now you've seen the view, I want to show you something really cool. I don't know, I personally love when things are organized. I love the organization of the Rolex boxes, guys. We got 8 Rolex boxes, 2 APs. And guys, he also has a really cool watch winder. So
I have to set this one up. You have like 8 here, and then you have another 5 watches there. It actually turns the automatic watches.
Yeah. All right, guys. So right now we're gonna take you to Chris's office. This is where all the business gets done, all the work. So let's take
exactly.
it.
Makes you wonder, how rich really is Richard Hart?
All right, guys. Welcome to my, I have to say, humble office now, but I really love it to sit here in the evening. You have a cool view. All lights up. You have few screens, of course, they are curved. Then whenever I have to sign something, I have my pen here. And of course, important, if you sit on a chair a lot, you have a massage for the feet.
Do you actually use that?
I use it sometimes, yeah.
No way, when you're working, stress reliever.
It's amazing. If you join me outside, I have a very small, also humble gym on my 3rd balcony.
Oh, nice. Oh, hell yeah.
All right, guys. So right now,
be careful. You better be careful with them dumbbells, baby. That's one dumbbell drop from like death. You know, you gotta be careful. God damn.
He's gonna show us his NFT collection.
This is a lot of it's just a gamble. It can go down, it can go up. I have no clue. I just bought it.
Satoshi?
It's a seed, so it still has to be revealed, and then you see what's coming out.
All right, guys. So these are all the clone X's I see. Wow, all these clone X's, guys. Each one of these is like minimum price $80,000 around.
Yeah, I wanted to show you the money counting machine. You can select the value. You just put the bills inside. That's just a few bills, and boom.
Wow.
That's how it counts.
That's
right?
really cool.
Yeah. All right, guys. Now that you saw the apartment, I'm gonna show you the pool.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Work hard, get dough. I can't get no sleep. Please make my life more simple.
All right, guys. So right now we made it to the pool in Chris's apartment. This is crazy. This is the best view I've ever seen in my life.
It's the best view I've seen ever in my life. Also, and the best pool. The best part is the coconuts here in the pool in the evening.
So guys, when he's bored, he just comes here, relaxes, and this is his view on a day-to-day basis.
All right, guys. Now I take you over to my car collection. Let's check them out.
This is car collection. They're all sick. Sick. I think he owns more than just NFTs.
All right, guys, welcome to my car collection. You can see here my McLaren Senna, the G-Class Mansouri, and the Bentley GTC Mansouri. This here is the McLaren Senna 1 out of 2 red carbon fiber. Price around right now, I think market price $1.2, $1.3 million. On the other side, the cheapest, but my favorite car, the Bentley GTC Mansouri. I think I paid like $600K. I don't think I made a good deal, but it's my favorite car and I'm very happy about it. And I wrapped it in my company colors, Crypto Blue. I think it's the most comfortable car in the world. And also it's my only convertibles. All right, guys, next up, my 3 cars. This is a G-Class Mansouri, 1 out of 1. The price is around 4 million dirham, 1 point something million US dollars. Everywhere outside you have carbon fiber, and this actually is hand painted. Everything here is hand painted. This is literally 1 out of 1.
1 of 1 Mansouri G-Wagon pickup truck.
Exactly, because they made it a pickup. If you go inside, you actually have a star rooftop. You can change the colors. Looks nicer during the night. Not only that the car is green, you also have green lights on the top and on the bottom.
This is the craziest car I've seen. 1 of 1 Mansouri G-Wagon pickup truck.
G-Wagon, G-Wagon.
That's crazy.
Crazy, right, man? It's like explosions on deck.
All right, guys, so right now we're going to quickly open up the McLaren. This is honestly the coolest in the collection right now as a sports car. Actually, no, the coolest is definitely that, but this is second.
No way. McLaren's way cooler. No way.
Right, guys,
He's a cryptocurrency guy.
The inside of this car is
He's a YouTuber, but most importantly, he's a cryptocurrency investor. Like, no YouTuber unless you're like PewDiePie. Not even PewDiePie is on this level, right?
ridiculous. You got red carbon fiber, the bucket.
I mean, I don't know what
seats.
PewDiePie's
This is made
bank
to
account
race.
looks like, but
It is loud. This is the window in this car. Hello?
whack.
That's the only window you have.
What the fuck?
All right, guys, this is actually my YouTube studio van. The price tag is different than from the other cars, only 200,000, but it's by far the most useful car I have. But the funniest part is you have the coffee machine, you have crystal glasses. These seats, they have a massage function, really comfortable. You can, of course, get some privacy by pulling down the shade.
At what point do you just have so much shit that you don't know what to do with it? Like, I wouldn't know what to do with all this shit. I mean, maybe it's because I don't have the money, you know? You ever think that way? Like, damn, what would I do with all this shit?
Of course, you can watch movies, and if you want a cold drink, you might as well enjoy a cold drink, right? We have a toilet over here. Where you can sit down, make some business, wash your hands, of course, make yourself beauty if you're a lady. You know what? I said the Bentley is my favorite car. Maybe this is my favorite car. Like, I could honestly, if I have food, I could survive in this car for a long time.
All right, guys, so now that we're in the van with Chris, what is your story?
It's actually crazy. 5 years ago, I was actually a taxi driver. Then I found crypto. I started my YouTube channel. It took ages until I made my first money from trading and from the channel itself. And well, now I just constantly grind it. I'm here where I am and very happy about this.
Hey, motivation. I know exactly, Biz. Exactly. Motivation. Motivation. Right? Started a YouTube channel, started trading, investing. You know, took him a long time to grind. This motherfucker was a cab driver, bro.
About the story and about the development.
I always ask this, what's the most money you've ever made from crypto?
I can tell you I lost millions in a day, that's for sure.
You've lost millions in a day, made millions in a day.
I also made millions in a day. I mean, when crypto makes a crazy move, it's sometimes I make more than like 10 million in portfolio value, 15, 20 million in portfolio value in a day. That's possible.
What's the biggest trade you've made? Like, what's the biggest trade you've opened?
Was a $20 million trade, but leveraged.
What's real advice you can give?
Dangerous.
I know everyone says hold Bitcoin, but someone that actually wants to make it past just holding Bitcoin, what can they do?
Well, actually, my first advice would have been exactly this. I have another one also, which I will talk about. But holding Bitcoin, it sounds boring. If I tell you, like, hold it for 5 years, the best case scenario for Bitcoin is 100x. If the best case scenario is losing just 100%, but the best case scenario is a 10,000% upside, it's like very asymmetric. I think just holding for many years is the best. But of course, if you want to go the fast lane, then you are adding risk to your strategy. So it's more likely to lose. But of course, it's also more likely to make more in the short term. And then you can add, of course, altcoins. coins, you can add Ethereum, you can add NFTs. The downside is more likely, but the upside is of course also higher. Bitcoin is decentralized.
No one can take it.
Permissionless. No one can take it from you. It's the first asset in the history of mankind which no one can take. It's the only asset which has absolute scarcity. A digital US dollar, they can press a button and just print more.
Is there like a secret we don't know? Like secret organization, secret Bitcoin group, secret, you know, is there something we're not part of?
Probably. I mean, it's
I
the
told
case
you
for
I'd have to
everything.
kill
Everywhere
you.
You have groups like interest groups, people exchanging knowledge, exchanging deal flow, having certain knowledge, having certain power in the market. Of course, Bitcoin itself and cryptocurrencies, it's an unregulated space. So, of course, it's more manipulated than other things. The answer is always yes. The same thing goes for even for real estate, people sharing deals in between each other. The same goes for gold. It goes especially for a dollar and for like diamonds. So you will have it everywhere. You have it in crypto as well. They're very powerful people in crypto. They are sticking together and not letting other people in. That's the case. And I think that's the case everywhere in capitalism. People are finding together and
making an organization.
Making
you do have all these things, but if you want to get in, number one, start. Number two, go to all the crypto events, meet crypto people. Eventually, you probably be part of these little groups yourself. You know, you just work your way up. It's like you get to the big fish. Anyways, thank you, Chris, guys.
I need to start a fucking pumping up group. I need to start a Patreon group tonight. Tonight, baby. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god. I need to start a pumping up group tonight, baby. Oh my god. Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Give me 1 second. Hold on. Little Weirdo's got a boogie. I've got to boogie. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Have a fantastic rest of your evening. I got a boogie on out. And I will talk to you soon. Peace. Goodbye.